Hello everybody and welcome back to Fenton Forest Farm with me, CWATTYESO, here in Farming Simulator 19. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all okay out there. Right, what have we got to do today? So again, it's a little bit later start to today. There's a couple of jobs we need to do on the farm. I've got some harvesting on field 1. I've already made a little bit of a start on it actually. Blooming heck. We've got field 3 needs to be harvested as well. Okay, so we're going to be doing those two fields today. And the reason why I made a bit of a start on that was because okay, I'm using the indoor cam mod today for the first time. Don't ask me why. Because I didn't like the fact that when you tapped into some vehicles you right, we're going to fertilise field 6 and let's say new field 4. Scale that back a bit. We'll do headlands. We'll do 4. Because I need to get this field fertilised so I can get it seeded and planted. Because Helgetus has come through with a subscriber task and request. Subscriber contracty type thing. He wants oats planted and harvested on this super duper awesome uber field. So that is what I shall do. Need to set this guy up to start of course at first waypoint. Drop that down and off he goes. And that should be fine. He should get that done for me. Some of this field will be already fertilised, slurry spreaded, digestate spreaded, whatever you want to call it, because of how I've done the field edges and reploughed this field. Yeah, Stevie's in the back for whatever reason. I've run out of straw. Right, I'm pleased I tabbed into this vehicle because I need to take this back to the main farm now. He can help us with the harvesting on fields 1 and 3. The sugarcane needs harvesting as well, might add. Need to point that out. So it's going to get pretty hectic again on the farm. Right, and what we'll do once we've gone in here, we'll head into here. Our usual little shortcut route. I need to get the sugarcane harvester on the move as well at some point. I also need to finish doing picking up the straw on field 15. That truck is incredibly, it fills up very quickly, my big loading wagon, and then there's not really a very handy sell point selling straw. I should point out that made that trip a bit better. Field combine should be parked somewhere down near the top. As I say, I've done a couple of paths because the guidance steering mod, the GPS mod, it's a bit weird. there's like another version of it available on the GitHub. It's not so easy to find and see, but it's got some new features. It's, well, working on some new features. Don't quite work just yet from my initial test. That's why I've done a couple of strips. Yeah, just need to get that. That was the Seed Hawk. Here's my scraper special. That needs to be unloaded. That, as I say, is picking up the straw. That's me sprayer. That's me Challenger. Holland Lizard truck. There we go. Right. Okay, so he's got no GPS loaded currently. Doing this by hand, so if I open the GPS menu, see this new feature, remember it's got headland mode, turn left and stuff. But I don't think it worked. I don't think it works. Because what it should do then, my understanding, is a bit like the GPS mod in 17. When you reach the end of the field, it should turn the tractor, but it doesn't. Not that that's a big issue, because obviously we can turn the tractor ourselves. Yeah, definitely need to get some planting and stuff done as well. Obviously going to have oats done for obviously Helgetus's contract that he's given me. I noticed he commented recently on one of the videos that uploaded in the last couple of days that he's a bit surprised that he's still the only subscriber that's given me a contract on this map, and he's the only one. It also means he's the only named horse that we've got on the property, and he's also the only named helper that we've got, because no one else has participated. So he's in a very elite club at the minute. It did beat, but it doesn't stop anymore. And I'm going to have to pipe out halfway down here. Let this guy unload. John Deere harvester has joined the main farm. After his initial test run on field 15, I brought him down, and he's going to be, as I say, based here, because we've pretty much got all John Deere equipment down here now. All the other equipment got relocated around the map to various points. Although some of my John Deere equipment is currently out and about filling in. Like the 7R with the CD wagon. Turn that off. I want my truck, please. Take the cover off. There's been a couple of mod updates today. A lot of me hook lift mods have been updated by the mod author. I'll be having a bit of a check of those when I get a chance to make sure nothing's messed up with them. Quickly turn that on. What I want is the of helpers. Right, all my helpers have been resetted. So we're going to have Helgi. We're gonna have... Trying to remember gender neutral names. Ooh. Accept changes. Because what I have noticed is some of my helpers haven't been getting named recently. I think it's because I had too many helpers. Oh, this is Helper Betty. So unfortunately for Betty here, the mods don't change names just yet. Right. Let's start thinking about bringing stuff back to the main farm. The John Deere 7R with the seed runner. One such vehicle that I will bring back to the farm. The reason I had the seed runner, of course, was because we've got sugar beets planted on there. Sugar cane is now on field 14. I was going to put potatoes onto field 12. But I'm actually thinking poplars on field 12. Because we've got the forage header. And I'll be able to plant them a lot closer. Now I know our forage harvester can do wood chips properly. Drive this guy back this way. That lime station I may relocate somewhere that's a bit more convenient for when we're doing the big fields, or possibly just add another one. I have the money. Because a lot of these fields, when you're doing lime spreading, they're a little bit out of the way. Makes it a bit awkward. Still haven't mowed the grass yet on field 8, having changed it and modified it. That's something I will need to rectify as well fairly soon. Bring the seed runner back, park him up somewhere. Got the 7R down here. And then we'll get the sugarcane harvester on the move. Let courseplay dictate that. Maybe do some headlands, I don't know. Get this field harvested, and then obviously get it ploughed then after we've harvested the sugarcane. Okay, Tina's run out of digestate. That's not good. There's my new John Deere lime spreader. Well, when we're going to need this. I notice it does have some issues. The wheel, it tends to sink into the ground. That's why I kind of changed it a bit. Modified it a bit. That's not good. That's pulling that. I've kind of broke that. Sorry. It's a little bit slow to get rolling, this lime spreader fertilizer thing. What it also meant was that when I went in here, back wheels used to sink into the ground, and then it'd become a real pain to drive. So I've fixed it, I think, by changing the mod so that when you fill it with lime, it doesn't update the mass of the vehicle. Quite happily trundling up and down, doing barley. Cotton harvester ready. Just going to park them because they're going to annoy the flipping hell out of me. Oh, my truck changed colour. Oh dear. Well, I knew there would be some differences with the mod. Mod author has fixed. Right, fill it with digestate, go back up. Hopefully be able to refill the manure spreader. Does mean I'm going to have to go repaint my truck now. It's gold metallic. On a gold metallic truck. Oh, you've done it anyway. Yeah, that's what happens when you update a mod but don't sell it off before you update it. I'm terrible at doing that. It's about the only thing. I think there's some colour options. Apparently it works with the small the smaller IT runner equipment that got recently released in a mod pack thing. Small equipment. Where's Matey then? Where is he? He looks like he's down here. Betty's got a full grain tank. Now hopefully I can just refill this whilst it's in the field. But if Matey takes off whilst I'm trying to refill him, I'm going to be really annoyed. Yeah, which he has done. Oi! Where is he? Let him run out. Then we'll stop driver. You know, I'm going to stop you there, just in case you decide to go a bit crazy. I think he's about done this field. Yeah, have a load of funky butt juice. You should definitely get the field finished then. Not course at nearest waypoint. Drive course. Get this back to the farm, then we'll go and unload the main harvester. I'll also take it. I'll park this back up near me workshop, and then I can configure it and change the colour back. Something more appropriate for a slurry tanker digestate carrier exclusively. Something else I haven't done yet, I haven't explored the cotton sell point that I need when we come to eventually harvest the cotton on the map. Be able to tip loose cotton into places. Right, what I shall do, I shall unload the that. Park that there because we will customise it. Should carry on quite merrily. Check the fertilising state of the field. Not a bit to do. Right. We need a truck. Mate, he's in the right. He's going to miss a strip though. He's rolled. And he's still rolling, look. Still creeps forward, look. The whole time he's unloading. That's why I end up backing him up, you see. Empty the truck now. Still ain't got the sugarcane harvester on the go yet because I haven't been able to tab into it because I've got it parked. So I'm going to have to manually go and hop into that thing. All done. Set you back up. Ready for when we need to unload you again. We'll need that John Deere 7R because we're going to have to lime spread after we have done the other field, the sugarcane field. Right, I need. You'll do. You'll be somewhere near to the lime spreader, sugarcane harvester, should I say? Right, I need to do there. Obviously, I need to get that out the way. That makes that pipe a bit bigger. Right, what I'm going to do, start somewhere down here. Course playing. Field 2. Headlands around. Do 6. Spiral. I'll drive through the trees a bit now, because obviously we can't do terribly tight manoeuvring. We want to start at first waypoint when we eventually get this guy going. Right, drive course, please. There you go. Like I say, he should do headlands. He'll do 6 headlands, which aren't the widest of things in the world. My game's done something silly. I think it's crashed. Let's do that. See if that lets me. Oh, helper Andy. Where you going, boy? Yeah, Courseplay did not like that for some reason. He's missed a few little patches. I'll quickly dibble them. I thought for a minute there the game had completely crashed and hosed itself. For whatever reason, Courseplay did not like what I had programmed for that that worker. You've missed a bit. How have you managed to miss a bit right in the middle of the field, mate? This will be a seed hawk seeding job as well. Besides this field. I'll go and have a look at that sugarcane harvester again in a minute to find out. So you kind of see what's wrong with that. Why it's being a pain. Right, this one has finished for the time being, so we'll take him, park him back up the top. We'll have to bring a couple of tankers of digestate down just to refill it, of course. Might even be worth buying the big tanker, the universal tank pack big tanker, to do that, because as I say, this thing holds quite a lot, doesn't it? 78,000 litres, 68,000 litres, 88,000. I can't remember. I think it's 78,000, isn't it? Capacity wise. Well, it's close to the diesel tank, but we won't park it in the diesel tank. Did finish facing the right way. Nearly got the oats harvested, which means we can then get down the no, these are barley, aren't they? Get onto the wheat. One of the things I'm also going to probably look at doing is there's a mod called, is it Vehicle Explorer? So it enables you to set up vehicle groups. I think I've had it installed once before, but then I couldn't tab to vehicles using the controller, which is obviously a bit of a problem for me playing with a controller. But it might be a little bit more, and that can park vehicles as well. But you can actually set your order, your vehicle order, and you can group vehicles. So you can turn off certain groups at a time. That might be useful as we get lots and lots of equipment. Let's go back and find. Why did you have such an issue there, mate, if I can ask? So, just going to make a save quick. Just in case this does hose my game. Whatever reason it shouldn't do. I think it was just as it got to that first waypoint, wasn't it? It kind of glitched on me. Quick look at the fields then, see where we're at. Field 6 and 4 are now ready for planting, which is obviously going to have the oats put on it for Helgetus. Once Andy has finished over there on field 1, I'll bring him down and let him do field 3 for me. Still need to do the straw on there, but that's going to take a while. Haven't got anything planted on field 9 yet. 15, I'll probably end up, because I've got sugar beet on 13, I'm probably going to end up doing potatoes on 15. Have that as a big potato harvesting field. Move turn radius and it misses the sugar cane on the corner of the field. Right, so oats. Think big. It'll be this, won't it? For the Seahawk. That T8 can't pull the Seahawk. Don't mind me, crossing the road. T8 over here, he's got the Condor, hasn't he? Want oats is what Helgetus requested, so that's what he gets. And like I say, you too can also leave your subscriber contracts. All you've got to remember is make sure you're a subscriber of the channel, so go ahead and click that button if you're not already. Then just simply post a comment in the comment section down below of what you require me to do. Pick a field, pick a crop or whatever, or pick a task or something, and just post a comment below and I will do it, or try to do it. And if I'm successful, then not only do you get rewarded with the knowledge that you have been a subscriber contract in the game, also get the reassurance that, as I say, you get a horse named after you, which we never sell, and you also potentially have your name added to a helper, providing there is a sort of gender neutral naming convention that you can come up with for your name. Fenton Miller's got a great demand. We're not too worried about that. Right, we'll get rid of the malarkey. Or only 2.5. Headland around. Let's do 4. Start working on Headland Pass. It's smooth up and down. Generate feedbacks. Then we'll quickly just whiz around, make sure we're in an ideal spot. Right, start course at the first waypoint. Of course, off you go. Actually, turn off some of the additional doodahs that we don't need. So the oats are getting planted. And the counter's not going down because, of course, the helper is buying seed and fertiliser for us. Right. Not to worry. Pipe out. Take this guy down, let him do field 3 next. Then need to look at the mod situation, because obviously that cotton's going to want harvesting fairly soon in the next video. on field 5, so I'll need somewhere to sell me cotton at that point. Need to have a look at me sell point mod and get it amended and updated to work with loose cotton. Find somewhere on the map to put it. That is a bit huge. Right, so he needs to be unloaded. Orange, red truck. Really doesn't like corners very well, does it, that harvester? Anyway, I ain't got time to worry about that. We're getting the wheat done this time. Wheat is on the go, right. You. Fill the auger. Sure, I can empty into these, can't I? No, what's he doing? Come back. Come back, you scumbag. You're supposed to stop while unloading. Unless it's impossible, physically impossible for this thing to stop whilst it's unloading. Because the normal in-game sugarcane harvester can't stop whilst unloading. It's physically incapable because it doesn't have a tank, whereas that one does have a small internal tank. Going down quite quickly. Mate is using a ton of seed and fertiliser. Oh well, I've got some eggs we could sell. A lot of sugarcane we can eventually sell. One of the things I plan to do as well, possibly, when I eventually reach the point where this series will end, and I have kind of done everything, I will be selling everything off. All the crops we've got in storage, all the animals, all the equipment, everything will get sold. All the fields. Sell all the fields back. The main farm, I'll then make a note of what the money situation is, and I'll probably use that money then as my starting budget on whatever new map I go to, which should give me a huge financial boost, doesn't it? Right. We need to unload this fella. I literally have reached that point now in the series where I've got that many fields. I own all the fields. We're working quite hard that I basically end up just on trucking duty, where I'm just delivering, emptying harvesters and that. My workers and course play pretty much do all the actual farm work, if you like, for lack of a better term for it, all the field work, and I just end up driving the trucks. It's funny how it always sort of comes down to that in these series. When you first start out and you don't have a lot of fields, you don't have a lot of equipment, you end up doing, you pretty much do all the work yourself. And then once you've expanded to a point, the farm becomes you end up just falling into farm manager mode with the occasional bit of truck surface. Get full fairly. Probably actually do most of that field. Franz is doing a fairly decent job of this. Like I say, we'll plough this field. I'm not going to do another. I know we could get one more sugarcane harvest out of this field, but I'm not going to do so. Do need to get this fella. Or whether I just abandon the plan to collect the straw on this field. Because I think that's I think actually, you know what, I think I will. I don't think I'm going to bother collecting any more straw off of this field, because it's just going to take forever and there's nowhere to empty it. That sell point there doesn't accept straw. The closest one to me is actually the animal dealer straight over there next to field 4, but I have to cross the railway line to get to that, which is a bit awkward. So, I mean, obviously, it would be a bit different if I'd got me sell point down that I want to place for me loose cotton. I could tip the straw into that, and that would definitely will be placed somewhere in this region of the map, I think. I think maybe on that hard standing area down here a bit, I think is some place that I'm going to go and put. Obviously we've got the spinnery just up there, you know, opposite the port. I think that would be a good place to put a sell point for the loose cotton. I can truck it down from field 16 then. Okay, matey's full. Go and empty Betty in a minute. Yeah, this isn't the fastest truck in the West, is it? So, get rid of that. We don't need that on the screen. I haven't done straw on any of the other on the fields here at the farm yet. So this guy can go back in the shed. Well, just check the cow situation, make sure they've got enough. No. The cows need quite a lot. Well, explains why that Josh Skin trailer is empty. We'll have to move that away. Lock it. Funny manure there. cows will eat most of this. Might as well give the horses a quick splash of straw. Got a few extra of them. Last but not least, pigs. Sugarcane harvester needs emptying again. I'll jump on that. Get that. Don't drive over the pig food trough. $24,000 litres spare. You know what that means? Put it through the bay hay and the farm windrow sales. Job done. And empty the sugarcane harvester. Drive on. Stay with it at this point. Empty. He gets 100,000 litres in that auger wagon. I can deal with that. And Betty needs to be unloaded too, don't forget. Otherwise I'll be sat here all day wondering why the wheat harvest is taking forever. Probably give the chickens a quick splash of wheat as well, couldn't I? About it. That guy's annoying. Stops with the thing in the crop. Quickly, let's find him. Get up, worker. Of course, play like bold move. So I can actually get to the pipe to unload him. Look at it sliding forward. Back into the job. Hire another worker, let him finish off the field. Press start, we'll get the wheat harvest done. Remember as well, whilst I'm here, pair it. Rim colour, we went for brown, didn't we? Main colour, we went for black satin, I think it was. Yeah. Let's get this unloaded again. Turn that off. Locked and loaded. Right. Sugarcane harvester is obviously going to take quite a long time to finish off doing what he's doing. Where's the New Holland? He's getting the oak planted for me quite nicely. Don't think he's missing any bits. No. Do some cultivation down here, couldn't we? That means taking the Joker down there. I haven't got another one of these tractors, unfortunately, so I can't take the flexi coil over there down to do field 16 yet. Seven. I'm going to come grab the sapling planter thing from the main farm. The poplars on a field. Though I might need to cultivate it first, because it's currently got oilseed radish on, hasn't it? Drive it in here. Don't mind me. Coming to rob the tree planter. I've also realised that I've been going for an hour, so I'm going to stop the recording at this point. I will continue more or less straight on in the next video from this point, so you're not going to miss anything. But for now, I'm going to quickly say thank you to everybody for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I've been CWATTYESO. This has been the Fenton Forest Farm, and for now, from me, it's goodbye.